Hi guys, my name is Samuel Enyan Watson and I'm here to take you through the controller, the robust brain. Before I dive into my lesson, my friend just took you through the basics of robot. We got to know actuators, sensors, controller, and so on. Basically, robots are being created to perform tasks that are traditionally done by human beings. When you go to most of the developed countries, robots are used in manufacturing, transporting, packing, and so on. It will make the work of mankind easy and faster. Now, let's dive into our lesson for today, the controller. The controller. In robotics, the controller is often called the brain of the robot. So we call the brain of the robot controller. A controller in a robot is usually a microcontroller, microprocessor, or even computer system like Raspberry Pi or Arduino. The microcontroller and microprocessor are just integrated systems that are designed to govern a specific function in an embedded system. The controller also serves as the central processing unit for the robot. And the central processing unit is just a specialized chip that is responsible for processing data and also executing commands. Now, I want us to compare uh, robots to human beings. So let's study this analogy. We have robot human equivalent function. The controller corresponds to the brain of human being. And its function is it makes decision and process information as the function of the brain. The senses correspond to eyes, ears, and skin. It gathers information about the environment. And the actuators, that's the muscles, carry what? Movement and actions. And the power supply corresponds to heart, circulatory system, and that provides energy for operation. All these work together because without the power supply, the sensors can't work. So the power supply or energy is needed to gather information about the environment. After gathering the information, it then processes the information through the controller, and the controller sends commands to the actuators, and the actuators carry the movement. That is how the analogy works. Now, why do we call the controller the brain? Why is it called the brain? It's called the brain because it receives input from the senses. After that, it then processes that information. After processing the information, it makes decision out of it and then send command to the muscles. Let me use this example. I have this phone in my hands. Fortunately, it fell off onto the ground. One, I need to pick this phone up. So what am I going to do? I have to use my senses to gather information. Where has the phone fallen to? After I've gathered that information, I process the information and make this. Let me pick this phone up from the ground. I send commands to my muscles. I pick up the phone back. So that's how the brain works. Have you gotten what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Now we have types of controller or types of robot brain. One, we have the microcontroller, to bracket Arduino ESP32 for simpler robots. We have the single board computers for complex processing. We have the industrial PCLs in manufacturing robots and the custom embedded system for high performance or specialized robots. In short, I would say the robot brain controller is a central control system that integrates sensing, thinking, and acting. Thank you. Have a nice day.